What is going on, everybody? It's Nice Pants Lance, and we are back right outside of Scottsville. And today we are going to review the beautiful 2007 VTX1800. This is the big bad Japanese muscle cruiser that struck fear into the hearts of Harley riders. This is the VTX1800F. There's 2 or 3 different variations of this bike, but this one comes with a digital readout, so it's digital tach and digital speedometer. I believe it's the only variation with that feature. Also, the owner installed these sick speakers, which we're not going to play today due to copyright, but still, like, these things look so tight. Like, dare I say it looks factory, if there was such a thing. So we're going to take this thing for a ride, and I would like to see how this bike stacks up to the almighty Harley 110 twin cam motor that I reviewed not too long ago. Apparently these things have like 100 horsepower and like 115 to 120 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing like should be a monster. Little known fact, the owner of this bike actually sold me my first motorcycle. I had a 2012 Honda Shadow 750 that the previous owner was nice enough to let me ride and eventually sell to me. So he upgraded to this bike, and the day that he let me ride this bike is the day that I decided I needed to upgrade, and I went on to buy the 2018 Triumph Rocket 3 Roadster. Rest in peace. She's no longer with us, but enough about me. Let's ride this bike. Oh, okay. You know, it's really not bad as far as heft goes. Comfortable cruiser seating position. It's got forward controls, aftermarket of course. I think this thing has Cobra pipes, intake, a little port and polish, auto tune, power commander, and a few other mods. So this is definitely set up for a crazy man. Oh, how could I forget? I almost forgot about the best part, which some of you are absolutely going to despise, but this bike is DARKSIDE. It has a car tire on the rear.
What did you say?
So lots of people are like, some people just hate the concept. They think it's dangerous. They don't know anything about it. You could look up specs and read reviews all you want. You could share that video that Fort9 made. I don't care. That video doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. So without further ado, woo! Okay, right away, compared to both the Softail Slim and the Softail Convertible, this is, you can feel it jugging along, but it's not shaking. It's not shaking me. Damn. Okay. All right, kickstands up. A nice clunking first. It was more of a tactile feeling though. I didn't feel too much response through my foot when I shifted. It's got a hydraulic clutch. Okay, here we go. Woo! Dang, this thing actually revs up pretty good. Like immediately I notice how smooth it is above 3,000 RPM. Oh, wow, okay. Jeez. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay, I can tell you right now, this thing has heaps of power. Like, it's just getting started above 3,000 RPM. You really don't need to chug it along. This thing likes to rev. But at the same time, you don't have to. You can still just like kind of lug it around. It's got the torque. It's got over 100 foot-pounds of torque. Wow, it's just a powerful motor. Oh yeah, that sweeping turn. And I'll tell you what, it felt great with the DARKSIDE tire. All the turns feel wonderful with the DARKSIDE. That's right, I said it. It feels wonderful. You know, I'm not into forward controls, but this is pretty comfortable. My feet aren't totally extended out like the Vulcan S, but they're enough out in front of me where I can kind of stretch my legs a little bit. That's so funny. You can just rev this thing out. It loves to rev. I mean, I didn't even realize I was just hanging at like 4,500 RPM. Just calmly going down the road. The response you get through the actual motorcycle is extremely smooth. The one thing I will mention about the Harley Davidsons is that you can feel what the engine wants more than this bike. Like when you're at an unacceptable rev range, it knows. This bike feels like it wants to be revving that high, which is a different kind of sensation, I will admit. And it's a welcome sensation because, as many of you know, I ride a Triumph Speed Twin, and that thing feels comfortable at like just about any rev range. So already I'm at home on this VTX1800. Engine braking is pretty ridiculous, but I like engine braking, so I'm okay with that. Now, if I'm correct, I believe the 1800F is like the more performance-y version of the VTX, and I hope I'm correct with that, because if that's the case, then that is 100% accurate. This thing is nuts. It's still not as crazy as the Rocket 3, but damn. It's funny because a lot of like anti-Darksiders will say, oh, you know, you're gonna be riding on the sidewall, blah, blah, blah. But like, let me tell you what, man, at the right PSI, dude, you can't feel a difference. Like, I haven't even noticed that I have a car tire on the back. Like, wow. Okay, so 6, I just got into 6. I did not even realize that I was not in top gear yet. I just put it into 6th. 6 is definitely more of an overdrive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those tracks are the worst. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little 0 to 60 up here. And yes, I've gotten permission to do this from basically all the owners. All the bikes I review, I always make sure to get permission. I'd never just thrash on somebody's bike like that. No way. So. Alright, this has got a DARKSIDE, so basically I'm going to be putting all this power down to a freaking car tire. So let's see how fast of a 0 to 60 I can nail out. Jeez. Okay. Okay. This has got dual Nissan calipers in the front. I believe my Rocket 3 had dual Nissans in the front. I'm not sure if they were Nissans, but I definitely prefer the dual disc front brake with the ABS. It just makes a world of difference for me. You know, you can give it a handful of brake knowing that you have more brake after that. Like, you don't have to gorilla grip the brake lever just to come to an emergency stop. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. This thing brakes more harder than I'd ever like want it to brake. You know, it's a real shame that Honda stopped making these bikes. I always thought that a Honda Fury with the 1800cc motor in it would have been like freaking amazing, and I feel like that would have been a righteous bike for the American cruiser market. Oh yeah, no slouch. No slouch at all. Yeah, the braking is nice. I just remembered that I have a car tire on the rear. Like, you literally don't know that it has a car tire. You will scrape the pegs or floorboards on this before you have to worry about, you know, your car tire on the rear. It's awesome. DARKSIDE is freaking awesome. So my final thoughts on this bike. I'm sorry, Harley guys. The Honda VTX1800 is the faster bike. This thing is between the 110 cubic inch twin cam motor in the Softail convertible and this 1800cc Honda VTX. Dude, this bike has it all day. This bike, it brakes better, it goes better, it revs higher, feels more comfortable, like at different RPM ranges. This I gotta give this one the gold star. The Honda gets it this time. Between the 110 and this, VTX wins. So if you like this video, please give a like. If you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate your subscription, because the more subscribers, the better bikes I get to ride. That's all I got. Later.